Hey, Impact Communities, Pastor Jeff here. So great to be with you as we help you take your Bible into your week, not just into your weekend. This last weekend, we wrapped up Lake Life. It's been a great series as we've been diving into stories of Jesus and his disciples around the lake. It was just a great training ground for ministry that Jesus chose, and so many amazing stories happened there. We talked this last weekend about legacy and so much more, and we're diving into 2 Timothy chapter 4 in Discovery Bible Study, and so let's talk it over. Just 2 Timothy chapter 4. This is the Apostle Paul's last chapter, last words that he ever writes on planet Earth. He's sitting in a Roman prison, and at any moment, footsteps could come down the hallway, a key in the door, and he would be on his way to death. And so he takes the time to write to a younger leader, Timothy, and just begins to pour out his heart. You will actually hear it in this chapter that he knows that the end is drawing near. So you're going to see some of that. You're also going to see him drop some names, both in a good light and in a not so good light, warning the church about who they should partner with and maybe who they should stay away from. Some of these people that he mentions only have one mention in the entire Bible, and it happens right here in 2 Timothy chapter 4. I think it has a lot to say to us about legacy, and if our worlds were just wrapped up in one sentence, would it be a positive statement or would it be a negative one? I'm excited about this time in the Apostle Paul's life and for you to uncover this chapter. I think it is so key for us as we turn our attention and zoom out even more as disciples of Jesus, and we think, what is our legacy going to be? And what are the pieces that we need to put in place today to ensure that we have a faith-filled legacy? And so 2 Timothy chapter 4 talks about all of that. And so be sure you're diving into 2 Timothy chapter 4 and the Discovery Bible Study questions. So good. I just want to point out in Discovery Bible Study, one of my favorite questions. One of my favorite questions is, who else will you share this with? Who else will you share this passage with? It's this idea that what we discover in our time together as disciples of Jesus and in Impact Communities should be sent outward. This is not just for a huddle-up experience for us to experience only here. We want that truth to be propelled outward. And so I would just encourage you as disciples of Jesus that you would take the truths that you learned today and share them in just a simple way. Those don't have to be dramatic moments where this moment was made for this. Sometimes you just step in and say, hey, let me share with you something that I've learned. I even start meetings sometimes out of my just small random truths that God sparks at the beginning of my day, and I'll just start my meeting that way. Find ways to take this truth that you learn and share it with the people that you do life with. So I just wanted to hone in on that question because it's an important one. There's only so many questions in Discovery Bible Study, and we wanted to share a little bit about around the heart and the story behind why we choose or ask the questions that we do. And so thanks so much for going all in on this conversation. I think it's a great discipleship moment as we think about Discovery Bible Study, leaving our legacy, the Apostle Paul, Timothy, and all that's going on there. What legacy will we leave on those that come after us? I pray that it's a faith-filled one. Enjoy your time in Discovery Bible Study, 2 Timothy chapter 4, and we'll see you this weekend for a brand new series. Don't miss it. We'll see you this weekend.